Welcome back to another video, guys. It's your man Jay Will. So this is my Honor 8, and the Honor 8, I've said it multiple times, it's probably turned out to be one of the best purchases I've made in 2016. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the battery life on the Honor 8. So I've taken the Honor 8 as far as I could take it, pushing the battery, full drains, anything you could think of. I've pushed this phone to do it. So the last thing I wanted to do was turn on the ROG mode. If you don't know what that is, it's just a setting in the battery area where you. I'll use my shortcut here. I got a shortcut. It's a setting in here, right here, where you turn it on and it drops the screen to 720p. Now you look at the kind of battery life I'm getting without that, and you might say, well, you don't even need that. Well, it's not a matter of needing it. It's a function that this phone actually has, and so that's a good thing. So all I can say is that this phone doesn't have any major. Let me show you something here. Here's ultra power saving mode. Now I've yet to test this mode yet for 24 hours, but I will. But this is a very hard mode to be in because you don't get any internet, and I'm on the go a lot, so you don't get any internet, and you just get calls, texts, and contacts, and that's it. This will extend your battery by 3 times what you saw before with the 21 hours. This should give you 60 plus. I know this because I've done it on my Samsung phones, but I didn't test that mode yet, but maybe I'll do a follow-up video on that mode. But I did test the ROG mode for 24 hours, and it wasn't difficult. I just didn't see the big gains that I thought I was going to see. So I don't recommend that a person turns on the ROG mode, because I don't think it's going to give you what you're looking for. Like on a 720p display, like my let's just say my J7. My J7 is a 720p display, but the J7 has a Super AMOLED display. So and it has an Exynos processor too. But this phone has the Kirin 950, which is very powerful, and it has 4 gigs of RAM. So I think there's a lot that plays into why this phone in ROG mode does not get superior battery than what it already has in the 1080p mode. I only picked up maybe about 45 minutes to a little over an hour with the ROG on. That's still great. I saw some gains, just not the gains that I thought I was going to pick up by turning on the ROG mode. I just didn't see it. I thought it was going to be a lot better because I've heard some people saying that it was, sweet mode you can do on the phone. This is a nice thing to have on the phone, and it is good. But I would say just stick to your 1080p, 1080p screen and enjoy such high quality. Because when you turn on the ROG mode, you can't play videos. It doesn't display higher than 720p. So if you have 720p, you'll be able to do 720p at 60 frames per second, but it tones it all the way down. At least I wasn't able to play videos at 1080p. So correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody, I was all over YouTube and I was like, it's cool playing at 720p. That's more than enough. I actually play in 480p, and a lot of times when I'm on the network and I'm not on Wi-Fi, I'll just keep it at 480p because it's crystal clear on a small phone like this. T-Mobile hit the nail on the head with that binge thing. I mean, I don't have the binge thing on this phone number because I'm on the unlimited plan, the 100. But still, I still watch in 480p when I'm over the network, depending on where I'm at. I don't see the need to do it in 720p or higher. But the battery on this thing is already good. I was able to pull down over 6 hours of screen on time with it set at 1080p. But I'm averaging 4.5 to 5 hours. That means that I'm not consistently getting 6 hours of screen on time. Some of you might be getting consistently 6 hours of screen on time, but it all depends on how we have our phones set up. You have to always remember that. So with that being said, this is a fantastic phone on battery. You do have the option for the regular mode like this, then you have the ROG mode, and then you have the ultra power saving mode. You can set that all up. So I would say, yeah, this phone is definitely a sweet device for battery life. I don't think you'll have any problems or issues with it with battery life. I think you'll be more than happy with the battery life on this thing. It's that good. So it's your man Jay Will. This isn't a battery life king, but it is a battery life device. It has good battery life. You've got 3 modes. You've got just using the phone, then you've got ROG, and then you've got ultra battery saving mode. I'll do an updated video later on down the line. This is one of those phones that's, it's just a keeper, man. It's just like, I don't see a reason to get rid of this phone, you know. Sometimes I have it in my case here with the kickstand. I keep it like, when I go outside, I don't really use cases on phones unless I go outside. Because if I drop it, you know, I want it to be protected, you know. So this is the case that I chose to use daily. I have some other cases, ultra thin cases, but this one has a kickstand and I really like it. So this isn't a battery king, but it is a battery mini beast. Because any phone that can average 5 hours of screen on time with specs like this, I think it's going to do pretty good. The 1080p screen really helps. It's your man Jay Will. Honor 8. Do you have it? If you don't have it, all I can do is tell you. I don't tell people to buy phones very often, but I'm telling you guys, I highly recommend this phone. I highly recommend it. Go get it, man. It's your man Jay Will. I'm out.